Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Today is a special day. Why? Well, you are here now, listening to the voice, to the sound, to the loveliness of life, baby. Let's go all the way. Bitcoin doing some interesting things, up and back, down, and then back up again. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down, and here we are. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And stay blessed, stay humble. Feeling awesome today. Thank you for jumping on in. Woke up early this morning, and 3 in the morning, had to bring somebody to the airport. So it's been a crazy morning. I'll give you that. Came back, had some sweats, had some night sweat. It's kind of crazy. But you know what? I made it through, and I'm here with each and every one of you. Round of applause for each and every one of us. Today's going to be a wonderful day on the live stream. I have so much to talk about, so much to discuss. I love each and every one of you. Looking great, brother. This is one of my favorite outfits. I love this green and blue tie with this, or gray and blue tie with the gray and blue shirt. I got the cufflinks on, cufflinks matching, right? Tie holder. Probably a better name for that, a tie clip. Putting the lemon into the water. Let's get ready. Let's get it started. So I am a little tired. I'm a little under the weather. Give me a moment. But we're still going to bring it every single day like we do, baby. Sorry. Let's go, though. You know what? I can't stand people that sit there and don't do anything with their lives. Let's hustle. Let's get it done. Let's go all the way, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. God bless you. Or should I say just in time? My man. All right. Breaking it down. Let's break it down. No intro today. Or you know what? I could load it. You have to watch the beginning of the wrong one. Then I'm going to have to swing it if you want to see me mess it up. But bam, bam, bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping back in to the live stream. This is not financial advice. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. I tell you right now, I closed my trade right here at 30,817. Next thing you know, tank, right? Then I had this yearning to reopen the trade. I saw this little flip back up on the stochastics. They were just like turning. And just the way I use stochastics so much, sometimes they can give me an indication to jump into a trade. And I was like, man, I should kind of take that. I did not. I hesitated. Next thing you know, it was gone to the upside, coming almost back to where it was before. Bitcoin in a beautiful, tight little channel here, looking sweet, if you ask me. You know, getting ready. I played along already yesterday morning this way, right? And we opened it up right here. It went up. I took profits. Now I'm attempting to get back into another long. Looks like this 15-minute may continue to the upside a little bit here. But this is what I see for Bitcoin. Just real quick and easy today. You know, I'll also go over bigger ideas, but this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a move all the way up to about $31,700. All right, and that will be the top of the range of this big, what I call a bullish megaphone. All right, and it also is a bit of a double bottom here that can break to the upside. So I'm seeing double bottom vibes inside of a bullish megaphone. I'm seeing moves that can be made to the upside for BTC. And it's interesting. It's exciting. And yeah. And again, what's the bearish scenario? The bearish scenario is that, you know, on the bigger time frame, like a daily, because I want to show people I'm not a perma bull. Because whenever I do this, people think I'm a perma bull. But I'm just looking at price action. And when there's a chance, you know, that this is a double top here, we make an M pattern and we break further to the downside. And we retest 19,000. You know what I mean? I'm just, at this moment in time, I'm not of that camp based on some bigger ideas. And so we could talk about them. So right now, for Bitcoin, I want to see this 1 hour come down a little longer, but I want to see price action go more sideways here. As 1 hour candles open and close, 41 minutes, we shall see. But so far, we've been ranging, all right? Had a bit of wick up, wick down, but we have ranged so far for BTC. And we have a golden cross here on the 1 hour time frame. Price action back above the 200 SMA. Likely leads, you know, last time, look at that. A massive move coming from that. Not every time, but it's a good added indicator to see. And that's why I'm using these 5 indicators here, these 5 MAs, all right, on price action. So, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. This is called an ascending triangle as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, it's an ascending. She's ascending to the upside over here with a flatter top. And, you know, they're 50-50 patterns. We could definitely break back down to the downside. You got some rising wedge vibes inside of the channel there. I get that. All right. So time will tell. We will see. 4 hours been inconspicuous, like kind of in the middle here, but it could get a nice push to the upside. The daily, all right, has had 3 nice big days here for Bitcoin in a row. Those are 3 white soldiers in a way. That wick's a little weird, but, you know, attempting to eclipse that wick again. And we'll see in 9 hours and 40 minutes when the daily candle closes. But even on the daily above, you know, some key levels of liquidity. See this big node here too? We had a gap in the VRVP. When I bring all the liquidity in, you'll see there's technically a gap here because it slopes, and then you have a node sticking out right there. That node sticks out at 39,000. And I've had my my views on that. And then we have this gap here to 47 from 39 to, you see the gap there in the VRVP, and then like you kind of continue to fall as the volume. So just interesting ideas for BTC. And the stochastics look like they're curving up with some room to move. All right. And we're in the bullish megaphone there. We're going to take you kind of out. XEC on KuCoin, coiling up, looking like a move is coming. Anything could happen. I don't own any. It's called eCash. I know nothing about the project. I just saw a tight, coiled up, that thing could move 33.58. Wow, look how cheap it is. It's not even a tenth of a penny, 1,000. It's a million. Wow, whoa. eCash. It's 300, so that would be 3/10. That's a penny. 3/10 of a penny. That's a tenth, 1,000, 100. It's 1,000. 3,000. I gotta lift. 3,000th of a. Sorry, 3,000ths of a percent of a penny, right? 3,000ths of a penny. Looking up and blinking fast equals max thinking. Shout out to Board Type Crow with a game. I just did. Every time I watch you, you're looking up. Never bearish. If it's going to be a gold-backed currency, does that mean gold will pump? Running around my town of Vermont, looking at all the flooding damage. So thankful and grateful for everything we have. Grateful every day. Thank you. Working hard every day. So sorry to hear that. Vermont got flooded? What happened in it's not that far from me there in Massachusetts. Interesting. So just looking at this, it happened to be up. I wasn't even going to show it. Just happened to be up. I got caught. And there you go. You got to set up out the back door. You lucky little you lucky little internet hoppers, you. So let's take a look at what's happening. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 432 people on the live, 144 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go. Let's get it going. So I already have a Bitcoin idea here for the day. All right. And again, I've been bullish just because the price action's been bullish. You see what I'm saying? But there's not. We're at the top of the channel. We call it shorts. So you'll see me call a short. Just right now, I see a move to the upside. I am probably more bullishly biased in the long run, but like I would hit that trade again right now. Yep. Running around my town in Vermont. Sorry to hear that. Shout out to Dustin Cava holding us down. Shout out to Miguel Paz. Shout out to Lakochi Coker. Smash that like button. My man. God bless the whole team. Everybody here on the live pumping through. I like this. I like my little, I'm not as out of, I got the energy. I'm ready to go. And I do feel amazing. Today is a blessed day to be alive. It is beautiful outside. What a blessing. Can you yell Bitcoin like Frankie McDonald, please? I don't know who that is. God bless you, though. Great show on Twitter yesterday. James Armstrong, man, thank you for saying that. A lot of people on that Twitter show. We got a good amount of Twitter followers. Shout out to Jessica. Super nice, amazing people. Jessica Haley, follow her on Twitter. I'll show you her name here. Right here. Follow her on Twitter, 4,000. Check her out. She does these spaces with amazing people. I mean, the fact that I was on there with Jason Appleton, my man. Greg Dickerson was amazing. Brian Evans was amazing. Lucas Bean. This dude, Dan Spooler, he was super, when I heard they were just super intelligent people, and I hope I came across as such. It was a Garrick Soloway, of course, brings the heat every single time. Lucas Bean. Some people I didn't hear talk as much, but it was amazing. It was amazing. And she rocked it as a host. It was a really good time. Yeah. And I believe on their YouTube channel, they may take recordings of that and you can re-listen to it too. So you can check that out too if you want. Peak Performance at Verified Investing. Jessica Haley, check them out. Really appreciate the cross promotion there that they're doing and loving the lifer. Appreciate that. Tommy Tom. Yeah, George is a nice guy. He follows a lot of people. Good morning to everyone who likes pizza. I mean, that's basically everyone. And if you don't, then, like, you know, you ever just have a slice of pizza that just, who here, actually, now we're going to ask, who here in the chat doesn't like pizza? It's okay. We will not be mean at all. I just want to know. Speak up right now and just say, you know what? I don't like it. Every time I have it, I don't like it. Scotty Swing, Cassandra Regalato. The only pizza I hate is the ones with the pineapples in it. Yeah, well, we're not going over pineapple pizza. That's that whole, that will go on for days. I'd eat pizza for every meal. Hawaii pizza. Now, he does like his Hawaiian pizza. Pizza, the beginning of crypto. I like pizza, just lessening the dairy for now. I don't think that's allowed in the human race. I like my pizza with banana and Bitcoin. Wow, banana. Definitely don't want to yuck someone's yum. Had a great answers for the panel. You had a lot of great answers for the panel. Thank you for saying that. I don't like pineapple on my pizza. You're very nice for saying that. I just don't eat anymore. Brad, it's okay. Me too. I'm eating one meal a day right now. BBQ chicken pizza. I love pineapple on pizza, not ham, though pepperoni. Okay? It's a snack, not a meal. Not my go-to for anything. I'm a big food lover. Jimmy P. Wow, so a lot of people like pizza. We should ask more pizza questions as we get through this bear market. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So as you know, we're teaching a new leverage strategy. Still clinging to this older position. It's up $7 on $4, but it's got a zero liquidation at 75x long. And if this thing ends up ripping in the next few days, I'm wondering what's the point of letting it go, you know? I could always reopen it up again, though, and do the same shenanigans all over again. We'll let this play out. One's on a Pepe long, one's on the Bitcoin one doesn't really matter because it's like you're not going to make a lot. I wanted the price to go down. It did not, you know what I mean? But I was actually just trying it out for the first time in my life ever, so it really doesn't really count. I was just kind of seeing how you actually opened a position, in my humble opinion. And don't get caught out there because people could post something like this, like, wow, right? But look, I'm up $2. You know what I mean? So if you see a P&L there, no P&L, you never know. You never know. So already took 100 realized profits off this trade and didn't use a lot of money to do it. Did have some margin. Okay, I have the margin there, but at the same time, you know, it is it was like maybe $20 and it could have made $150. I just kept it open to see where it goes. I want pizza, that Bitcoin. I mean, how did that guy take and buy all that Bitcoin, buy all that pizza with 10? Whoever has that Bitcoin now is in the mood, you know. Shout out to Jao Pierres asking about EGLD, one of my favorite coins. And there he is banging on him, my man, with the $2. God bless you. Thank you for the super chat. Only pizza I don't like is the S coin meme that I lost money on. You're funny. The pizza coin. That old piece of garbage, huh? Amen. Plan B says we are done with the worst of the bear market. I'm telling you that I believe it's highly... Forget what I believe, what I feel. The charts convey low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. That's an uptrend on a massively big scale, like a weekly, daily. You don't just change out of nowhere. And you're attempting to make the higher high. Once you do that, you've solidified another story in the uptrend. Come make the higher low. You could retest 28.6 as long as you make a higher high here. So we're battling through it. The daily looking like a big move is coming to the upside. Bollinger Band's tightest that they've ever been for Bitcoin. We'll show you that in a little bit if you want to see it. We talked about it last night in the spaces. An amazing spaces with some amazing people. I'm telling you, when I heard them speak, I was listening. I was quiet. It was an amazing spaces with amazing people. I just have to say it again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Best ever, probably. And then Gary Cardone came in at the end just to like end it nicely. Thanks for sending your super chats. Always appreciate your super support for the stream. Got you on the list for a little later in the show. Thank you. God bless Dustin Cava. We love you. And we support you. Lifer Adam, we love you. David, a.k.a. DK in the house, we love you. James Armstrong, we love you. And Crypto Fever, we love you, baby. Garrick still bearish on Bitcoin. Yeah, I think he says we still put in a lower low. I don't see it. I really don't. I think You know, I've been calling this the bottom because of bullish divergence on the weekly. And, you know, I'm also really, you know, I trade a certain way, and I never kind of break from that way over and over again. And I trade SMAs. All right. So let me get out of here because I can't show my points with all this nonsense on the screen. But look, we're above the 200 SMA on the weekly. That's a huge significance. Like, that's when bear markets end. When you touch it, usually is just the end of the bear market. Usually you don't go this far below, but we did, and we made an inverted head and shoulder. We broke out. We retested the neckline. We made a cup and handle that I've talked about. I do still see this as a cup and handle. All right. I was drawing the cup and the handle a long time ago. Probably when we were here, 1 or 2 had been made. I was just kind of being like, well, that's probably going to be, you know, and then we retest this previous zone. Sometimes TA is not that mystical to me. I see what people like using like I do use liquidity and I get it, but I see people using like all this stuff, you know. They're looking at open interest and it can help. And they're grabbing this data and grabbing that. And at the end of the day, if you just stick to the chart, like the chart tells you when the open interest will come in because the chart has a bullish, you know what I mean? Has a bullish sign. Like the chart will tell you 2 days before that even happens. The chart's interesting. I'll be honest. And the deeper I get into the charts and the charts alone, the better off it serves me over time. No, you know, and because I'm less and less jarred by the noise and I can see clearly. It's like that song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. It's just like that. I can see clearly now. So gotta love that. I like that, like kind of ethereal music. So we got the weekly inside of a flag here. As long as the flag continues, we're good. Little curvature there, but everything looks okay on the weekly stochastic RSI. Lack of bearish momentum right there completely, showing that the bears just had nothing. And, you know, falling wedges break to the upside 68% of the time. Measured move for this entire, you know, cup and handle to me is about 42,000, you know, and change. So this is the most bullish scenario that I'm seeing, you know. The bearish scenario, all right. We have a little bearish divergence here. But it's not called yet. The RSI could keep pumping and cross this. This could pump, RSI could pump with it, and this could end up higher than it, and it won't be bearish div. I like bearish div after a massive pump, you know, but that's a slight bearish divergence. I'll give it to anyone that does their divergences. See that? We could drop down for sure. We could make an M here, and it could be toast. What we'll do is we'll break the 200 SMA, and if we close candles below the 200 SMA, you'll see me, I'll be bearish. And then we're looking more like a shoulder ahead, possible right shoulder, you know, and we could end up back down at 18,000, 19,000. I could handle anything. It would be awesome. It would be cheaper Bitcoins than I ever thought possible after the massive rally. So we'll see what happens. I'm not just a perma bear, a perma bull, or you know, I'm not a moon boy or a perma bear either, right? But right now, this flat sideways price action on the weekly time frame is very bullish. Same thing on the 3-day chart as we're attempting to get a golden cross and we're staying above the 200 SMA. I talked about maybe around here, this candle or this candle here, opening up along, putting a stop loss below the 200 SMA and just seeing if it plays out. So far, you'd be in the money or still somewhat sideways, all right, for Bitcoin. 3-day chart, flat, right? So then we move down to the daily, and that's just where I kind of draw the funny megaphone, you know. And I remember these patterns, like in my past, these patterns have played out. And it won't be the first time, too, for Bitcoin. You know, anyone here remembers this pattern here that ended up getting a nice little breakout to the upside, right? Now, if we did come challenge this previous high there, if that's as high, that's as low as we would go, you know. So I see it the way I see it. And the daily's just getting started with some aggressive moves. Bit of a double bottom to me there. And it's above the high volume node now. I mean, and these things break out the length of their pole, wick to wick. I took the wick all the way to the wick. You just kind of see it right there, kind of where it would bounce out. Look at that $38,000, $256 Bitcoin. Now, I've never done that measured move on the live. I don't believe, not yet. So when I do that, I'm not telling you that's where it's going. I'm telling you that's where the measured move tells you it's going. Okay? Don't forget, never that manipulators watch YouTube like if you bro every they'll watch it. No, think clever. Sam, thank you for all that you do for us. You rock all days and give people hope. Thank you for teaching us. DXY is down, baby. Yeah, we're going to take a look at DXY. We got BOOKMAP running here at 30,750. We got liquidity either side, but more liquidity to the upside here at 31,400. And now the lower liquidity, they never got their 29.5s. They had to move up to 30K. Bullish sign that the whales had to drag up their orders to the upside. Never fully got them filled, you know? A little bit, a little dabble in the highs, but never in the low 29s. So right now, there's just more liquidity, deeper red, and more area to go. 31,000, 31,400. Looks like a short squeeze would ensue on this beautiful Wednesday. All right. That's just what BOOKMAP is telling us. We have a little more liquidity to the upside than to the downside for BOOKMAP. CPI data was amazing. All right. Comparatively, if we looked at things in general, right? Energy and commodities down. Look at that. 26 points. I mean, that's amazing. 16% energy down overall. Right? That's huge. Right? You don't have energy, you don't have an economy. Utility, 18. New vehicles down 5. Okay? Used cars and trucks still up a little bit in general, you know. It's interesting. But, you know, the food index rose 0.1% in June. The food and home was unchanged over the month following a 0.1% increase in May. 2 of the 6 major grocery store food indexes increased over the month. The index for fruits and vegetables increased 0.8% in June, following up 1.3% in May, and the cereals and bakery products increase rose 0.1% over the month. So, you know, in general, all indexes for items less food and energy rose 0.2% in June, okay, and increased 0.4% over the month after raising 0.6% in May. So we're going up less. You know, it was a very bullish CPI data. You know, compared to how they, again, I'm not, right now I'm playing almost the devil's advocate in a way. Like I'm playing a role here. I'm reading the data the way the economy would read the data and the way that the normies would read the data. And we know what they're doing with it. So it is what it is. Things are still going up. It's still getting tighter for the average person that doesn't know how to get their money to work for them. All right. Get your money to work for you, like opening up an ITrust Capital account. ITrust Capital, #1 crypto IRA platform in America. Boom, 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 boom. ITrust Capital, open up an account today and be able to trade your crypto inside your IRA account. Transfer your IRA right now that you have already to ITrust Capital. Most secure, most regulated, basically IRA that you can hold your crypto in the United States. So if you're in America and you want to open up an IRA, this is an awesome place to do it. ITrust Capital, great relationship with them, and I appreciate having their banner on my stream. So shout out to ITrust Capital. We love you, and we thank you for the love. Okay, it's possible to be both bullish and bearish, but on different time frames. I'm sideways bearish for Q3, Q4, 2023, but bullish for a 6-figure Bitcoin by summer 2025. Matt Stevens. Yeah, I can never play it like that. Like, I either commit to a long-term hold or I'm swing trading on, like, a couple-day basis. Interesting, though. You know. No eat, no pay, baby. No eat, no pay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 577 beautiful souls on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Roll over your current 401 or Roth or IRA now. I did it a couple years ago. Very easy. My man did it right there with, Zen from yesterday, EGLD, Crow, Trey and Hold, Dustin Cava. Let's get those likes up, baby. DXY going lower and lower. We're going to talk about the DXY. We're going to break it down. So I see Bitcoin just continuing at least up to the top of this channel on this run, and then possibly even breaking up higher and getting on this first leg on this daily. We just got to break this high. Right now we're doing it too. This is a good, look at this. You go to the daily and you slap on, a resistance right where these candles closed. Like right now, this daily will close above it. We haven't closed a daily candle below it. Here we did, and then we lost it. Above it. So here we were above it, we lost it. These ones never really did it. This will be the first, the second attempt to close a daily candle and hold above this resistance here, which is a pretty big deal. And 30,300 is a bigger deal. It's the weekly resistance right here. And I keep saying, I just want this weekly candle to close above where these two weekly candles closed, 30,300. We played on that weekly area for so long. And next thing you know, we got the move to the upside. So, exciting times. Levels that I was looking for us to hold have held throughout the week, and we're moving into Wednesday and into Thursday. So far so good. Thanks for sending the super chats. Thoughts on RIOT? Thanks, brother. I love the knowledge. Lazarus Hand, my man. And it's cool. They finally added this fan funding. And I can see EGLD, we got a CRO, and my man wants to talk about RIOT. We'll break those down in a second. God bless each and every one of you for giving. It feels good to give, and you get back everything you give in this world. So, all right. So I'm just still bullish on Bitcoin breaking out of this little flag. The 4 hour suggests we can still get a move up. The 1 hour could kind of flip bullish at any moment. And I was looking for the 15-minute to kind of take back off again, and it did with some bullish divergence, marked by this divergence indicator on the stochastics RSI. It's a little more sensitive than your average RSI. I don't go by it 100%, but every once in a while, it will call out a divergence and look at the play, And honestly, the idea is just, I get into Bitcoin somewhere in this zone, in this buy zone. It's pretty, anyone in here really to me. Stop loss below the previous low if I can get lower than here, but where I have to be to make it a ratio that works. So yeah, if we were to get in somewhere around here, it's a little high now. Wait, if I could get it down, but somewhere in the zone, preferably the stop loss now would have to be higher, like below, like right here below that wick, that swing low, which is all right, because if it breaks that swing low, then you're making some type of strange trend too again, or a double bottom. But 277 is okay for me. Let's see, but if we raise it up, we probably do go to a 3, yeah. And then the measured move, and so this is the trade I see for Bitcoin. I'm giving the stop loss at 30,000. Again, I'm just going over what I see. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Stop loss is 30,439. Whenever you see these, the blue would be the entry, right? 3737. If we can get there, might have to meet price at 3,800. I just sold at 3,817 earlier this morning. Now I'm like, wow, already back. I had this feeling to jump back in. Remember when I told you I put my entire portfolio in one huge YOLO into RIOT blockchain? It was good. I remember, so I actually half remember that. God bless you. I'm so excited that you made huge gains from that. Shout out to the 607 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Tell your friends, all right? Tell your friends about the Crypto Lifer, all right? I'm wearing cufflinks all right? Let's go. Let's keep it real. I love each and every one of you for being here, and stay blessed. I realize you can't really see the cufflinks, so it's kind of pointless, but they're on. They're on, all right? Took me a second to get them. I'm listening to the techno music, and I'm like, I'm home alone. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're home alone. All right, so I see a move for Bitcoin to the upside. Stop loss at 30,439. Entry somewhere between 737 and now. And the take profit at about 31,717. Once I get anywhere up into this zone, I will be swinging that into break even. That is the trade that I'm looking at yet again. Made it already was in it, decided to take profits. It made 10%, 11%. Looks like it may do something yet again. So I'm wary of the trade at the present moment. 7 minutes a little high, 15-minute. 2 hours says no way. 2 hours says we come on down. I'm looking for some divergences, like a hidden bullish, or a hidden bearish or something. I'm very speculative on my own self when I trade. You know, like I basically play devil's advocate. Like if I'm long and I want a long, I try to find a reason why I shouldn't be longing, right? I mean, technically there's a double top there, which is pretty bearish, all right? And you've hit a resistance that you can't get back above. So Bitcoin's gonna have to break, you know, back above 30,851 to remain bullish, you know. So can we get a short squeeze, baby? You know, BOOKMAP is setting up for some type of squeeze to the upside. So there's a chance. And I finally have my 2 accounts going. So now I can, you know, do my thing on 2 different accounts, which is the key here, right? So if I want to swing trade this again, now it's funny, when the dump happened, my mind said get back in there at that 617 level. 15-minute was resetting, looked nice for a move. I did not take that time, and I missed out on that chunk. That was a nice chunk. Now it's a little, you know, it's any person's game here. High risk, high reward at this point. But the CPI data is amazing for risk on assets. This China deflationary news is good for a you know. See how it disappeared like that? Go to your settings real quick. Even here, I believe you can do it. I believe we can right-click this, settings, style, always show stats. You can compact it too. You know, I really just want to see the ratio number and the percentages, like 1% for 4%, 344. Works for me. 32,000 is that measured move though. It's pretty hefty. Is that really the move? No, I'm being a little harsh. I'll leave it. So, and again, measured moves vary depending on support and resistance, upcoming areas that you want to look for. So it's a 2.6. 2.6 is okay. I'll take a 2.6 here and there, but not, you know, not regularly. Like if I'm taking a bunch of 3-to-1s, I'll finally take a 2.6, you know, but not regularly. It'll be like here and there. All right. So before I was using, let's see. So the margin there is 300. Margin's what you're actually using, just, you know. Sounds kind of like, and then you take the exact numbers that you're looking at there, you know. 31,772 would make 271, and then 33,704, right, would lose $100. Give back what I gained already today on the move, right? Now I'm like, would I want to go that hard, right? I don't have to. I'd like to risk half of what I made today to try to double up, all right? That makes more sense to me. You know what I mean? And so I live under a proper risk management structure. Now, if we get above an area we retest and it looks good, I may add to the trade. You see? And I would have been up already had I snatched that 57, but it's all right. And I attempt to limit in, as you can see, and it worked out there. All right, and so I'm gonna take a nibble at that trade. Okay. Anyway. Bearishness is that we could break to the downside. We got to see Bitcoin break above this. It breaks 837, 850. Wow, we could see some fireworks. All right. CUDOS is interesting to me. I had in this flag. It did break up. Went up about 6 to 7%. Came back down. May not even been stopped out, depending on what someone did with the trade. But it's been on token metrics for the last couple weeks, on and off. Kudos is hot. It could be a mover. I like this consolidative move. You know, I like what I'm seeing here. Hit the low. It's got the cup. Definitely a cup and handle. The handle, I've learned in my lifetime, does not have to be a falling wedge. It can be a handle like you're seeing here, which is like, a symmetrical triangle handle. So important to know how to note and to keep in your radar. Shout out to the 623 people on the live. Thank you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. All right. Yeah, and that trades up 1.3%, up $3 already. Tiny little move, but it's starting to move up a little bit. We'll see what happens. So I like Kudos, tight moving averages, things looking ready to go, right? And that could be a nice gainer of 50% up to 0.03793. It's been on my radar. I'm just redrawing. Haven't given up on the trade. Trades are taking longer. We have less volume. I just want to make that clear in the summer times. But you will see things change, and you can still learn a lot from each setup, right? Wow, man, my team. My wife is so amazing. Thank you to my wife, who was able to make travel arrangements for me while she was traveling. I don't know how she did it. I was like, could you change I felt rude, and then I was like, I'll do it myself. I didn't say that, but she's like, I'll figure it away, Okay. All right, sorry. Reading too many things about the Discord's blowing up, man. I'm excited. People are making money. I broke down and started trading a little bit of leverage. You know what I mean? Look, that trade is starting to kind of moon a little bit, up 2.6%. $5, not amazing, but we're getting back into that zone, and we want to, that level that I'm talking about, we want to see this breakout. We get this breakout move here with the CPI data bullish. I feel like we couple up with the S&P, we get a bit of a move here throughout the day, but we'll see. It's also Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into the afternoon, my favorite days to trade in the week. So I feel more confident about the moves on Tuesdays and Wednesdays than I do on like a low liquidity Friday usually. But Fridays can have fireworks. I'm just saying in general, in general. How's everybody doing in the chat? How are we feeling today? Are we taking advantage of our lives? Are we going after what we want? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I decided to change my life. I decided enough was enough with the regular nonsense. I was going to do something different with my life, and each and every one of you responded. And together, we've created a community that I would never even think was possible. I became somebody through each and every one of you. I became someone through each and every one of you, like a more responsible man. Like, my life has changed. I live for others on a daily basis. I find ways to help and to grow and to learn. And no matter what happens, I'm always looking around, paying attention to the people around me, knowing that there's beauty, love, light, and happiness around all of us. And I look for gratitude in every aspect of my life. I wake up and I'm excited to be awake every single day of my life. I love the beautiful weather right now in the summertime. My favorite time. I call my daughter Summer because I love the summer. That's why. Summer, like, what a beautiful name. Like, I love the summertime. And I just love spending my time with each and every one of you. Like, may God bless the union of the lifers. May we all have a wonderful time as we continue to grow and learn together. And may we all stay blessed. So we were talking about this member down like $6-7. Looks like it may start to go kind of somewhat, in a parabolic manner. We'll see. But this is injective protocol, and it's starting to make this little flag here And yes, it's like a symmetrical triangle. It's 50% either way, but it's got some momentum. And the whole market itself has got some momentum. We're going to take a look at the total market cap of the altcoins in a second. And it's, you know, so far so well, things that we're starting to kind of draw up are playing out in our favor. We're going to take a look at the dollar index in a second. And we're going to get to each and every one of your super chats as well. That's coming up in about a minute. I'm also going to show you something on the monthly chart I forgot to show you yesterday. I greatly apologize. As a human being, I did make a mistake. I want to show you something about Bitcoin on the monthly that should get you super excited and get you freaked out and get you ready for some action. So that's an inverted head and shoulder. Likely the fact that we could get a move to the upside here on injective protocol. I like what I'm seeing for it. I like the coiling up. I like the tightness. And I like that the 4-hour wants to move. The daily is just getting ready for some type of move here. And it's hot. It's got a working product. People want to interact with injective. It's been kind of doing its own thing throughout the, you know, last few months. Didn't really sit in the doldrums like everything else. So injective's interesting to me. The 1 hour is a little overbought there, in my humble opinion. You know, and maybe we go down a little lower and we make some type of bigger structure. But it's definitely something I'm starting to pay attention to. And I'm definitely, you know, I would put an alert on. Keep this on your radar. You know, just I would start watching injective protocol. Of all the coins out here, it's one of the strongest. And I'm talking of hundreds, probably thousands of coins. It's one of the strongest. So injective protocol is something you don't want to kind of just forget about. Especially, and I don't care, I'm not talking for like long-term investing. I'm not a financial advisor. And I'm just saying, if you think something's nice to swing trade, you like going in and out, you like volume, that coin looks to me like it's going to get that type of volume. But again, anything is possible. You never know. VELO, man, we waited for it and we never got it. You know, we got a little bit of a scalp trade there. You know, that's all we really got. What, a 5, maybe 10% move. VELO looking still interesting. I'd still call it a symmetrical triangle. Most of the time they break to the downside when I see these. But the whole market's looking pretty bullish. We could get above this point of control, and VELO could still get a nice move to the upside. Oversold on the 4-hour. We look at on that daily. That daily also wants to make a bit of a move back to the upside as well. Technically holding its first higher low after that massive pump and dump, right? But VELO wanted it to get that pump, you know. Just kind of consolidated itself sideways for a while and went quiet. Had a little bit of a buzz, enough to get it some volume a few weeks back, but you don't really hear much about it anymore. Interesting. Yeah, the 1 hour is just a little too high for me. I wouldn't get into assets when the 1 hour is curving down. Even if I miss it, so be it. It's just not my cup of tea, right? And let's take a look at what super chats you people are asking for here. Moving forward. Okay, dokie. Shout out to Dustin. God bless you. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. Love keeps me flying higher, man. Justin, I love you, brother. Stay in the zone, my man. Stay in the zone. Hey, Lifer, just want to tell you I appreciate you and all the hard work you put in for all of us. Shout out to you from California. Shout out to Crypto Pitbull. God bless you. God bless you. All right, let's take a look at my favorite thing to look at, and that's the DXY just absolutely surrendering to the downside. We talked about this. We broke it down. If you're in my trading group, we went over the fact that it was in a symmetrical triangle, that it had broken to the downside, and that there was further downside on the 3-day chart. 3-day chart suggested more pain coming for the dollar index, and we love our 3-day. And look at this. I mean, closing at 8 hours, this is going to be a very beautiful dump for the dollar index. And we could bring this up a little more, maybe, and give it some leverage and say, but I see this coming back down to the bottom of this channel here, somewhere here at 99. We're about to attempt to bounce off the 200 SMA. That's going to be, you know, if we flip that and get on the other side of that, oh my gosh, like this, you flip the other side of an SMA on the 3-day, you will dump pretty hard. Well, we called this high. We called the bearish divergence here. You can even see it there, swing up to swing up, swung down. We showed it to you on the 2-week and probably the 3-day. But I called the bearish divergence on the 2-week chart on the dollar index. It was obvious right here that it was flat while that was streaming up. We ended up getting into Bitcoin at 19,000 at the top of the dollar. But then they would dump together, which would leave me dumbfounded. But I did what I had to do regardless, right? It was what it was. So we'll see. But nice dump by the dollar index. You know, you think you'd get a bigger pump for Bitcoin? A lot of times you do. That's why I want to tell people that they're not directly correlated. Someone could be dumping the dollar for, you know, the German coin or a peso or something like that. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. You know, just keep that in mind. That like the dollar is batched up against 5 other big currencies throughout the world, and people could be exchanging one of those for this one. Crypto Cowpoke, we love it. I got into trading about a year ago, and all I've ever known is the brutal bear market. Can't imagine how good a bull market will be. Tell about the good old days of the bull runs, Crypto Lifer. I mean, they were amazing. I'm talking to getting into Cardano at 2 cents and watching it go to $1, 50xing your money. Watching Tron break my computer because the orders were just too much, and Binance couldn't handle it back in 2017. And, you know, Tron went from like, you know, less than a penny all the way to, you know, 27 cents, and did like a 50, 60x in your face in like a few days. Those were the days, the bull market days, baby. Where sand, ocean, and waves were what we were getting into. And I'm not talking about the beach, baby. I'm talking about these coins. You know, sand was 4 cents when I started talking about it on my channel and in my trading group. It would go to $7. I mean, the money's flowing. When I 100x Safe Moon and cried on the live stream like a little schoolgirl. Sorry to all the schoolgirls that are watching. But this is the idea, is it's an amazing time to be alive because we get to live through the excitement of the anticipation. You know, when I was a young boy, a young lad, and I would take a girl on a date, right? Sorry, you know, I don't mean to be rude here too. This is for women and men, but the anticipation of that date was so exciting. Or even if I was just going to go to like a birthday party and I was 8 or 9 years old, before even any of that romantic stuff happened in my life, the anticipation was so exciting to go, right? Like, I'm going to go, like, you know, and right now I'm just excited because we're in that time period right now, right? We're in that time period right now. Right now, we're right before the halving. Things are going to get interesting, and I'm excited. And you should be too. And I'm building bags when no one's paying attention. Hannah King, Sam, can't stay and watch the stream, but just wanted to pop in and show my support. Hannah, we love you. God bless you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. May you stay blessed forever. Ape, please. I aped in 50x long on Suita Nigas, who aped in on Ape. Good morning, all. Hope everyone is well. New to trading, joined last November. New to trading as a new full-time trader. What time frame should I concentrate on? Concentrate. I like that. Did you make it concentrate? But he did concentrate. NFA, not financial advice. Hit the like button. Riot, EGLD, and Crow. Let's take a look at EGLD and see what's happening. Dollar index completely collapsing to the downside as we suggested. I've talked about it. I've gone over it. I pointed out this is hidden bearish divergence. I didn't see it on any other channel. Hidden bearish on the dollar index, and we were, you know, likely to make a dump. Then we lost this. I drew the bear flag on the what was the 1 hour time frame a couple days ago, and now we're just continuing to just dump to the downside. Nice sell off of the dollar back to 100. We break 100. That's going to be psychological. Weird that Bitcoin isn't ripping to 32,000 at this point, though. There was an ant or some type of spider walking on my foot. It is what it is. It happens. It happens during the stream. Especially in the summer months. I live in like a forest. All right, let's take a look at EGLD. Bitcoin. Let's take a look at this trade here on the 15. Struggling back from the top of the channel, just channeling. That's cool with me. As long as it stays inside the zone, I'm fine. Just channel away, Bitcoin. Channel away. Up and down. Tighter and tighter till you have to make a big decision. A big move is coming for Bitcoin, so we're either going to get stopped out or going to make money. And that's what's cool about this, too. We don't have to wait too long. 3, 4, 5 hours from now, we're going to get a decision on this move here. So that's what I love about trading edges and wedges. I like the tightness of the wedge. I want to see, you know, it's going to have to lose this channel or break that channel. One or the other is happening for Bitcoin. All right. And that's it. I'm sticking to that. And I'll update that into the trading group as the day progresses, the afternoon goes on, and the night comes on in. All right. Let's take a look at EGLD. Shout out to my lovers of life. Who loves their life more than you would ever know? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're feeling. What are you going to do today to make you feel good about yourself? What are you going to do today to help others? What are you going to do today to do something fun? Are you going to take advantage of the beautiful weather out here? Number one. That's like, to me, that's like saying blessings to God. Like today I'm going to go outside and I'm going to take advantage of this beautiful earth that you created. And I'm going to praise everything. I'm going to look at the birds. I'm going to look at the sea. I'm going to look at the ocean. I'm going to look at, maybe it's a lake. Maybe it's a pond. You know, I'm going to dive in and feel the fresh water on my face. I'm going to feel the sun. You know, what a blessing it is to be alive on this earth. So EGLD, just kind of in a sloping downward channel here. It is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. I see it in like kind of long-term accumulation, in my humble opinion. You know, I own this project long-term. I keep it just staking on my phone in the Myer app. You can just stake your EGLD. So I just have EGLD just sitting there, hanging out, doing its thing. At one point, I think it was $50,000 worth of EGLD. So EGLD is called Multiverse X now too, right? It's funny it says EGLD here, but it's Multiverse X. They rebranded. They got a big name coming out. I see them doing big things. They've got a great team. They're not going anywhere, and they can basically be the blockchain that can be used by multiple computers around the world because you don't need like the fastest computer to use it, you know? So I honestly don't see a potential for a great trade on this anytime, you know, maybe, you know, Right when I say that, let me take a look first, you know. I mean, that looks like a move is coming. The 1 hour is low, and it will follow Bitcoin out the tight channel Bitcoin's in, and it could pump up to $40. But just long term, this is something I would buy, like I would DCA into and hold long term. Previous high was like 540, 550. So, you know, you're looking at like, you know, when it's $20, you were looking at a 25x. Now you're looking somewhere at a, you know, a 15 to 17x, something like that from this price. I believe it'll probably eclipse that price, go to $600, maybe $800, maybe $1,000, you know. So it could 20x from here. It's a great project long term. I think there's some better things out there. It's an oldie but goodie. I hold it, but you know, I just hold it because I've been holding it for so long. So EGLD for a move up to 40.80 is very possible though. 4 hour needs to come on down. We just want to see it get tighter in the zone though. And high stochastics, you know, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. You know, market structure is also, you know, leans in a little bit on me. And as long as we can hold this trend line, then we could give a little bit back on the stochastics RSI, possibly curve back up. 12 hour has some room. Daily had looked like it still could move to the upside as well. I kind of saw an inverted head and shoulder on the daily there too, out of the corner of my eye. Let me see. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder, just like last minute move that could also, and you have momentum. Possible move for EGLD to the upside. So this Bitcoin trade's about flat right now, down $1.5, 0.79%. But again, it's going to take a few hours as we get tighter in the channel. But that's what I'm watching for Bitcoin. Tightness and a breakout. And if we break down, so be it. I may even close it before the stop loss. You know, we'll see. I like to take minimal losses and just let it ride. It is what it is. And then Pepe will pump again, right? This will pump again. I'll close both of these, and once we hit a high today or tomorrow, I'm going to try to redo the cycle yet again and use the dollar, wait for it to go down, add 5. I'd love it to go down to 40. It would have been I probably missed an opportunity in the night to get down. But it happens. It happened greatly. It was still an amazing trade, right? And so what we're going to do is attempt to take this $1,000 to $2,000. And, you know, that's, you know, I tell all my students that too. It's like, if you can't take $100 and double it, you have no business doing anything. I didn't leverage trade for years. I traded for, I made a first trade 15 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing. So I did start trading 15 years ago, but I'm not saying I was opening up the charts and I didn't have screens around me. Like right now I have 6 screens around me. I got one leverage trade up here. I got these over here. I got BOOKMAP running. I got a bunch of stuff all over the place, So 6 screens I think is amazing. I think 8, I could have 8 or 9, I guess, but 6 to me is just exactly what I need. And helps me produce the show, helps me see everything that I need. The more monitors, the better, though. Can definitely kind of just keep you on your toes. You don't have to like think about looking at 100 things. You can keep Bitcoin on one monitor at all times. Then you can keep BOOKMAP up at all times. You know what I mean? BOOKMAP does show a bit of a short squeeze coming, in my humble opinion, because we'll grab this liquidity so close. And once we grab on that, I don't see why we wouldn't spill into this area. So I see a short squeeze coming. I see a short squeeze coming. I see a short squeeze coming. I really do. But anything is possible. But we have the writing on the wall for the possibilities. It's not like we don't see liquidity there. So it's a good sign that we could see some fireworks in the near future for BTC today on this beautiful Wednesday, 11:10 a.m., 7:12. 7-11, interesting day. My ex-girlfriend, my first girlfriend ever in my whole life, used to text me that when I got my first pager. That was like, I love you, or I don't know. It was like our special little 7-11. Oh, She broke my heart, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Now, we dated for 4 years, though, from when I was like 13 to when I was 17. Long-term relationship for a young guy like me. It's pretty crazy. Fun facts about the lifer that you can hear while we go in. But then I looked up my birth sign and my Aries, and Aries like to be in long-term relationships. We like to be loyal. It's interesting. I kind of followed that right on par. Right. Woo Network looking tighter and tighter. Inverted head and shoulder here too as well. Daily looking beautiful for a move. I wouldn't be surprised if the Woo Network got itself a little bit of love here. Possibly 59% gains out of that woo-woo. Shout out to Joao Perez, who gave us woo-woo yesterday. He asked about EGLD today. If I remember correctly, man, Joao, we love you, brother. Hope I'm saying your name right, and I'm not disrespecting you in any way there with the pronunciation. God bless you, brother. This is on MEXC. Sad if you're in the U.S., most of the U.S. people here on KuCoin, we're going to have to move our funds over to MEX Global. All right? It is what it is. And, until we get more clarity, we're going to have to do what we got to do to keep it moving. So, sad day for me. I've been on KuCoin a long time. I bought KuCoin shares at $1. Supported the company. Love KuCoin. And, still have an affiliate link with KuCoin. If you want to sign up if you're in another country and it doesn't matter, please sign up to KuCoin with the link in the description of the videos. All right. All the trading you've been seeing me do today has been on MEXC though. Just one thing I have to say. And the reason is because the platform to me responds a little better, faster for the average person. One of the best future trading platforms I've ever interacted with, made it easier for me to learn and just be a part of the futures community. So I really liked it for that reason. They also, treat affiliates right. They treat you right. 0 spot maker and taker fees. So if you want to join today, if you love what I'm doing and you want to learn how to trade, join the trading group, number 1. Get the education. And then if you want to take it a step further and you want to DCA into a project, there's something, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if this is something that you want to do, jump on in and join MEXC today. MEXC will blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. 0 spot maker and taker fees as we speak, which I find like almost just magnanimously generous. I feel like they'd be in great business right now without doing that. It makes me think at one point, and I haven't asked management or, demanded to know or anything, but it makes me think at one point, like this will go back up to 1.1% or some type of, or maybe they're always going to keep it 0 spot maker and taker fees. I don't know. The only way you pay a fee is if you're a market out of a futures order, which a lot of people do. I'll give them that. But at the same time, if you're DCAing, if you're buying, if you're nabbing, if you're grabbing up, I love it. It's amazing. So lowest fees, highest profits, because, when you can't, guarantee the profits, but what they're saying is when you do sell, you don't pay any fees. And here you can even market in and out on a spot order and pay no fees. I just find it absolutely amazing. So MEXC. I love talking about it because I think it's really cool. It's weird. I am affiliated with the exchange. It does help when you hit the link, but I also never saw it before. I've been trading in this game for a long time, many different types of exchanges, many different, I was trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and, $4 to $5 a trade to, $1 fees to 0.1% and to pay 0 fees while I DCA during a bear market and the prices are really nice, to me is like a gift. So, yeah. I don't use a VPN, no, I just use KOINLY. KOINLY, the great place to go, it's below, if you go below my video here, I believe we're going to have a link to KOINLY. And happy Restream servers are back up today. Everything looking nice. But KOINLY is a great place to go to do your tax. And, I looked at integrations, and they've got MEXC Global right there. They've got KuCoin. They've got MetaMask, Kraken, BTC Markets, Digital Search, Gemini, Bittrex. I mean, Poloniex, you name it. They've got it. So, yeah. Blockchains, wallets, exchanges, they do it better than anyone I've ever seen. And they create all the forms and anything you need, right? So, industry-leading crypto tax software, so I find KOINLY the best, but you do whatever makes you happy, man. I have a link to KOINLY in the description of my videos like I just showed you, and it will help you do your taxes. What's the lowdown on KuCoin? Thought they were just stopping deposits without KYC. Are you still going to be able to withdraw without KYC? Yes, I believe everyone's going to be fine. I'd be careful, though. I wouldn't leave funds on there too long. I wouldn't play in Russian roulette with my funds. I tried to deposit yesterday into MEXC, but ABSA banking is outright didn't allow. I'm struggling to get a reliable exchange. Interesting. Onboarding is tough. I use Crypto Wifer. Any chance to check my super chat? 8. Crypto Wifer. Love you. Crypto Wifer, did you touch down? Or are you still on the plane? You're still flying, but you're using the I love you too. Thank you for everything. While you were on the flight, you changed my boat. May God bless you and your beautiful heart. I woke up today and I went into your room. I went into the kids' rooms, and I missed y'all so much. Even it's only been a few hours, and I missed y'all so much. I was like, where's my kids, man? Where's my family? I love the name. I love the noises they make. I love Summer always asking a question. I miss y'all so much. I always use Coinbase for onboarding. Yeah. Can you check Injectin, please? We looked at Injectin protocol already today. Just go kind of further back into the motion. All right. Let's take a look at the fan funding, and let's take a look at Ape. My man aped in. He's not sure what's going to happen. He's aping into Ape. What will happen to the man who aped into Ape? We'll look at it on KuCoin. They even got it on MEXC. I'm starting to use MEXC as just my go-to look-to exchange, just to kind of make it more, And all trading, integrating with MEXC too. Everything is just going the way that we've been planning it to go. It's just been taking some time. And I'm excited. MEXC will get more volume, in my humble opinion, and it's going to be a really big thing. So you got a bit of bullish divvy there on Ape, right? You had some there too, though, like a really nice one where that swung up and that swung down. It really didn't give you much. All right. ApeCoin, was created by the whole hype of the NFT space. And you have to remember that the NFTs have to continue to go up in value. Last night we were talking in the Twitter spaces that I just discussed, amazing Twitter spaces that I was a part of last night. De-dollarization, global backed currency emerging. What is Bitcoin's role? This was amazing. I would highly likely, if I were you, I would play the recording. I know there's so much data out there. There's so much podcasts. There's so much information. But this is amazing. And it was mind-opening, mind-boggling. I would check this out, this panel, and play the recording. A lot of really smart minds, dude. 3,500 people tuned in. It was awesome. It was a big spaces. I definitely noticed a boost in my Twitter followers after the spaces, so shout out to anyone that did follow me through the spaces. Spaces are a great way to integrate, meet other people, and network on Twitter. I absolutely love it. And, you know, it's having going on so many different shows and, you know, doing stuff like that. It's just nice for spaces to have spaces because, you know, you can do it, you know, you can do it really anywhere as long as you have a good internet connection. And you just need a quiet space. And it's kind of nice to be a part of something like that and not have to be on camera. You know, when you're for someone like me who's always on camera, it's just, you know, it's almost like relaxing. Like you get the notoriety, you get to meet the people, you get to talk, you get, you know, you get your point across, you get to listen to other people's point. You have a fun conversation with groups of people that are open and willing to have a discussion. And they're usually intellectually stimulating. It's fun. It's amazing. I find it awesome. And you can do it from your own home in your bathrobe. You know what I mean? You don't have to wear a suit and tie and dress up. But it's interesting, when I join spaces, I wonder if I should live stream sometimes and just live stream the spaces, like, or at least my, you know, I don't know if you can do that, right? Anyway, so ApeCoin is at the lowest it's ever been, really, on this chart. Before it first came out and we started swing trading it around this area here for a couple gainers. Now, but that's on MEXC though. I'm going to look at another chart just because MEXC, I feel like, got it a little late. Now, it is pretty low though. No, I'll keep it there. Interesting. Aping into ApeCoin. And what would make you ape into ApeCoin of all coins? You know, I'd ape into like BNB or some type of exchange token, something with utility. I love it. You know, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the whole thing is cool. I'm a fan. I don't own one, of course. You know, it's like the sour people that never got one and the people that did. I'll be honest. You know, I'm sour. I wish I got one. It's all good though. It is what it is. They were like $1,000, $500, and ended up becoming the biggest craze since sliced bread. But like we were saying, like Justin Bieber paid like 260 grand for one, and it's now worth 40 grand or something like that. You know what I mean? So can we take a deep dive into BCB blockchain bets? We'll take a deep dive. God bless Cheeks. Thank you for that. Cheeks, man. Thank you, Cheeks. Appreciate you. So we got a bullish divergence here on the daily for ApeCoin, which does suggest we can get a bounce. Usually says you'll break the high inside the divergence, so you should break the high of this, get back above this resistance level, and be at about 259. All right. But again, will that happen? No guarantees. Let's take a look at your 4-hour, which can kind of make a move. 4-hour looks okay. And if Bitcoin can get that little move up and change the game, we will see. Bitcoin back at 30,700, kind of just milling around here, going back and forth inside of that tight channel. It's going to make a decision at one point. We already know that you know, that's why I love being able to find the tightness in the channels, because it tells us that we can figure out where Bitcoin's going to go. Like, we just know it's eventually going to break up or down soon out of this. Now, if we didn't know this, we would just be looking at price action without technical analysis and just be like, what is it going to do? It's going to... Now we kind of have a pinpoint, more pinpoint accurate about when something's going to happen. Technical analysis can really open your mind, and you can see things that other people just can't see. That's your edge on the general populace that they don't have through technical analysis. And that's why I use it every single day. And that's why if you're going to trade, you might as well be using technical analysis on a daily basis. You know? And if you're going to use it, then you might as well get good at it. If you get good at it, you might as well practice it on a daily basis. So it becomes a lifestyle, honestly, because you're either on it or you're not. You know, and that's what some people don't understand. They want it without being on it. And you have to sacrifice lifestyle. It has to be something that you put as priority above all other things throughout your day and time. All right. If this is what you want to do for a living, you know, it's one thing to invest in a bull market and change your life. But do you want to become a trader of traders? Do you want to make trading your life? You know, that's a big commitment. That's a big commitment. You'll be able to go anywhere you want in the world. You'll feel respected. You'll be the quiet person in the room. You won't have to tell anyone exactly what you do, really. You'll just know that you do it and that things work out for you and you're the master of your own destiny. You'll be able to go where you want, travel where you want. There'll never be something that you can't do unless, you know, you never have to ask your boss for time off. You never have to ask for your 2 weeks of vacation. it'll be yours. Your life will be yours, given back to you. However, you have to give so much to yourself to get that out of discipline and love, and just not going to be easy. What they do is, though, I was thinking yesterday, they condition us to want the things that don't matter. They condition you to want salt, sugar, right? The wrong foods. Go to the bar, have beers with your buddies, you know, have drinks with the girls, right? And what happens is, then you start living for those things. For instance, you start living like, I can't wait till Friday night when I'm out with the girls. Again, it's going to be so awesome. Because stimulation gets so sucked away that alcohol becomes almost everything. And so many people live that life where they can't wait to go out that weekend, you know, and then people become, right, they wait for the weekend. Thank goodness it's Friday. And everyone says TGIF and think it's funny and like it's a joke. And it is fun, it's all great, but at the end of the day, what TGIF means is that you wait for one day a week to feel alive, honestly. And to me, that's just unacceptable. That's not the lifestyle I want to be living. You know, I want to go after it. Celebrate the first super chat from Big Red. Any update on that KuCoin thing for trading in the U.S.? Yeah, apparently if you're trading in the U.S., you will not be able to trade on KuCoin, it looks like. You know, they're going to ask you to KYC. If you can't KYC, then they may even give you a date to withdraw, or, you know, or they'll just say you withdraw whenever you want, you know. Like Binance, I believe you can still withdraw on Binance. Like, it's just sitting there, you know. So ZoomX, a new exchange that we've been looking at. If you want to jump onto ZoomX, I got a link to ZoomX. I'll put that out right now. It's just going to be our backup. I like to have 2 exchanges every time I'm out there in the zone. So ZoomX right here is the newer exchange that we're looking at, and that's going to be working. I haven't traded on ZoomX yet. I haven't put any funds on there yet either. So I'm just going to get my feet wet there. So you might want to wait till I do that. But I would open up an account, get it ready, just to have a backup. And that ZoomX, that's the link to ZoomX right there in the description, in the comment section here too. And remember, RIOT, he wants to talk about RIOT. Thoughts on Crow, trade, hold, exchange tokens in general. I love exchange token in general. To me, Crow is not an exchange token. The app tries to act like an exchange, but it's not. I don't know. It's not that amazing. I've never liked crypto.com. I can't explain it. I always get these weird feelings. In Iran, we can't KYC in any exchange in the world. That's crazy. I have my XDC on KuCoin. Where can I move it to? See, this is where it's going to be tough. Where like we have like long-term holds that we can't, you know. We got to research. We got to look for wallets. We got to find ways. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Also tried ZoomX, but only accepts dollar deposits. I'm South African. Amen. Yeah, I mean, Coinbase, man, and then you got to move them. You know, you got to find a bigger exchange that you just buy like the basics from, Tether and stuff like that, and then you got to move the Tether to the next exchange. That's just how it has to be. You know, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a dump down to 650. All right, trades down $14 now, 6.85%. That's a hammering to me. I don't like losing money. So ApeCoin looks like a struggle to me. A bit of a cup and handle, but a lower low. I wouldn't touch it till it got back above 250, honestly, because until then, it could continue to tumble. You know, so I'd wait for it to break back above 250, and that would be a time where I would think of getting it in. You know. Just comp's been hot recently for whatever reason. Nice little run up from 29 to 66, all the way from the 24th of June. I mean, nice run up, right? Compound getting some gains. DeFi coins getting back in the mix. I'm going to show you something very interesting too about DeFi coins that's going to blow your mind. So we still got to show you a monthly chart for Bitcoin that I'm really excited to show you. And then I want to show you something about DeFi coins here that I also have waiting for today's show. Always want to have something kind of special for each show. I don't know how we do it every single day, but There's just so much information. We can always whip something out that I've been kind of sitting on, thinking about, or been pondering that will blow your mind. All right. Bit of a flag here on the 1 hour time frame for comp. Technically, you know. Bang, right? And that could break out 78.72 for comp out the flag. Oversold on the right there too. Show live for some love. Hit up the chat. Smash them likes. Kings and queens. Shout out to Steven plus 12. God bless you, brother. V-Chain ready to pop. I love that the lifestyle, but that's way out of my system. Amen. Solana is crazy today. It's doing what I thought Bitcoin would do. Lifer, can you look at Algo, please? Pump the likes. How do I get my funds off Gate.io? I have no idea. I've never used Gate.io, but it's just simple withdrawal. Ridiculous amount of fees. They want me to send pics of me holding numbers on paper to get my account. Yeah, Crow, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've just never been a fan of Crow. Compound in a bit of a flag here. 1 hour very oversold. I wouldn't be surprised if Compound got some more gains. It's been doing its own thing regardless, you know. 20% move out the top flag. Compound. Interesting. All right, and then someone asked about, let me get back into the chat. Got a little lightheaded there. Sam, today's my birthday. Kurt, God bless you, Kurt. Kurt's birthday. Kurt, God bless you, man. May you have a wonderful birthday, bro. I remember my birthday. I love my birthday, so I always like to celebrate someone else's birthday, man. God bless you, brother. Hope you're turning a wonderful age. I mean, any age is wonderful. You're alive, so God bless you, man. Kurt, thank you for sharing your birthday with the Crypto Lifers. We love you. And people will send in some happy birthday wishes to you in the chat as I see them coming in already from Crypto Bellico and more. God bless you, brother. Zen from yesterday, Riot and BCB, blockchain bets. Let's take a look at Zen from yesterday. XEN. Zen Crypto. It was the talk of the town about, 2 or 3 months ago. And it went on a 10x rally like you wouldn't believe. Came back down like it was the hottest thing since sliced bread. Everyone was into Zen. You do all these cool things with Zen. Then it got sold off, and it's attempting to double bottom here in a rounded space. It could have been an experimental coin. I mean, everyone loved it. I believed in it. It seemed like it was going to do numbers. It had this was it Jack Levine that created Zen token too, right? I believe it was, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So now it's making this rounded bottom. And you just want to, that to me, I believe there's potential in this coin. But again, I mean, this is a place where you have to do your research, really get in there. And I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. But the daily right now does suggest a bounce back up. Suggests you could be buying close to a bottom. And you have this very elongated bull here. This would be something I would DCA into, buy little bits at a time, and then hold for the next, into the next bull run. What if it does 100x to 200x? It could be a big gainer. So it has an ecosystem. A lot of people use it, right? This isn't Horizon, not to be confused, right? This is the Zen token that just came out, the newer one. So pay attention. This has a big ecosystem, but there's a lot going on with it too. I know the people that got into it, they got into it. It took a week or two of their time to really dive into what was happening there. And they were doing all different stuff. And there was a Zen, there was a Phantom Zen, right? There was a Matic Zen. If I'm correctly, this is the same coin. I want to make sure, this is the same coin. It ran up in April. Yep. And then ever since then, it's been kind of on a tear down. So I'd keep doing my research. If I believed in it, I'd DCA into this. That's it. I really, possible swing trade coming for Zen. But to me, it's more of a long-term idea, Can you look at SNDL? Sammy, Cup and Handle. Shout out to Crypto Plumber. I've never heard of SNDL. Let's take a look at Riot platforms. Look at that mooning today. Mining stocks just absolutely blasting to the upside. Ever since the S&P, really bottomed where was it, in October, late October, we got a little lower on these miners because Bitcoin, right? But I mean, it was at $3 and it's at 7, did a 5x almost, RIOT, and that's since January. So amazing, right? Bitcoin mining stocks just doing numbers. There's your measured move. That thing's about to hit it. Then it'll get probably a little bit of a pullback, but I mean, on a continuous uptrend here, doing damage. You'd wait for your next pullback to some, the last previous high. If you pull back to there at 13, I mean, that would definitely be a buy. You may not get it. You may get a continuation flag somewhere up in here. Wow, RIOT continuing to rip. Nice move getting into RIOT when you did. I remember you saying that. And then Mara too. Mara just skyrocketed to 17. It's funny, I drew this flag. I don't know when I drew it, but I drew it a while back. And Mara just absolutely doing damage back to the upside, banging on them. And that was like its bottom, really, in my humble opinion. Daily may pull back a little bit for Mara here, but Bitcoin skyrockets again. I mean, Mara will just continue to follow Bitcoin. So mining stocks had a huge couple of weeks. Really nice moves for the mining stocks for Bitcoin. Again, that's with the ETF and Larry Fink talking about how much he loves Bitcoin. That gave the mining stocks way more substantiability on Wall Street, and money started to pour in, and people felt more comfortable. I have 27 million Zen available to claim 720 next year. XRP will be the biggest pump crypto has ever seen. That would be amazing because I own 10,000 XRP and I would love to see that thing pump. I just joined the Bid 99 group. Can you show quickly how to navigate, please? There's a whole entire way to do that. Funny, once you join the 99, go to watch first, and you just got to watch this video where I tell you everything about the 99. All right. Access it anytime you want. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price. I'm known as Crypto Lifer on questions, YouTube. Right? You're going to watch these videos, and you're not going to know. You're going to have financial freedom. We have a place for you to answer those questions, and we have people there waiting for you 24/7 on YouTube. High probability system. They use a system that took me over. This is going to show you every single thing that goes on. All right. So go watch this video and put this in there. All right. Please. All right. Nowhere near the all-time high. Yeah. OP is having a little move finally. Sorry for the language, y'all. It's all good. We love you, Ian. I don't know. I wasn't that offended by it, I guess, but I get it. We just try to keep a culture here, a couture. Same type of couture, All right, so mining stocks doing damage. It's pretty good. Someone I know got into Mara pretty, and there it was in December, back at, wow, $2, $3. It did a 5. I mean, that's insane, right? 6 quick months. Do yourself a quick, 8x on Mara Digital. I mean, Bitcoin, baby. So outperforming Bitcoin. And so you can hold these and make more money. So it's basically like trading Bitcoin, but these are like trading altcoins in a way. Trading these mining stocks is very similar to trading altcoins. This pulls back again to one lower area. To me, it's buy zones all over the place. So if this can ever make some type of falling wedge or something to the 21 and then kind of hang out right here, anywhere between 11 in this range here, I feel like would be a great price for Mara. But again, who knows? What do I know? Sam, these comp trades are because of you up 200 over the past day. Shout out to Ian Diaz, man. God bless you, man. They're because of you, man. You're making the trades. You just came to me and learned from me. That's all. On the way to Oceanside, California, listening to the Lifer. Learning is everything. Thank you, Sam. Shout out to Crypto Server in the game, man. God bless you, man. The 99 is a coalition of like-minded traders, all posting charts with different confluences. It is truly something remarkable. If you need help, there's always a lifer to help you. Pete Bitcoin, has it broken the ascending triangle you had? No, not yet. Very low, though. Head and shoulder on the... Pretty volatile day if you think about like the up and downs we've already had since this morning. Kind of a diamond pattern there too, which could be a reversal diamond back to the downside in a way. I have to say, right? You got some diamond vibes going on here. Not really fully done yet, but we have some diamond vibes. for sure. Wow, we do a show every single day. It just hit me. I'm like, you do this every single day. And I'm like, God bless the people here. We have, so many beautiful souls that watch the stream, people from all around the world. Everybody, let us know where you're from in the world. I love doing this. Riot is another good mining stock, but has potential. Yep. I only trade miners every single day. They are 3x lev. Interesting. Crypto Fever, 3x leverage play against Bitcoin. Interesting. They give you that volatility. We got people from Texas, Charlotte, Illinois, North Carolina, Canada. We got Bristol, Tennessee. We got Toronto, right outside Charleston, Tennessee. We got France. We got New York, Illinois, the Philippines. We got Chicago, California, Hanoi, Nashville, Cashville. We got Montreal, Cali, Canada. Mr. Wong, Moldova, Buna, Ziba, ATL, Oklahoma. I'm from Hungary, but living in Italy, North Korea, Gorilla 44, Nigeria, Dubai, Denver, home of the football watch-alongs, Thailand, murder capital, Chicago, my man, yikes, Ibiza, Denver, India, New Mexico, Venezuela here, Flanders, White House, Texas, Ireland, Donettown, Portugal in Switzerland, London, Toronto, Ohio, Hilton Head Island, my man. Fort Worth, Texas, Dixie, Nomus. You tried to get me there, right? I didn't say it right, though. I didn't do it right. I see what you tried to do. Slovenia, Leapers for America, Tibet, Dixie, Nomus. You're stupid, man. Nashville, Beatty, Belgium, Arizona, Dade County on the 305, Stack McChange in the house, California, Nicaragua, Yamananga, New York, the Steel City, Pittsburgh, baby. Emerald Triangle, California, San Diego, the home of the football watchdogs. I know, the football watch-alongs. This is funny. You totally said it, Sam. You're funny, man. Michigan, MEXC, thinks I'm Costa Rica. Poland, Rhode Island, Detroit, home of the Ark. You stupid. Humongous. You're funny. Shout out for my man from Iowa. Shout out to Delaware. See, you didn't get me. I had to. London, Croydon, Hong Kong. My man. Shout out to Ice Bank. My man. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to my man from Iowa. Again, we love you. We see what you're doing, man. It's not going to happen. Shout out to North Korea. I know how bad you want it, but it just won't happen. New Jersey on the 908. My man. All right. Bitcoin getting absolutely crushed by the resistance, short resistance, long support. Couldn't get above the resistance there. Dang, man. But, I'm watching this sideways price action. Looks like Bitcoin may just kind of hold up around here. We'll see. Only time will tell. If we eventually lose this area, I'll switch. I mean, it's just like, it is an ascending triangle, which in my mind can break up or down. Technically, you could say, look, it's technically breaking the pattern right now. Like right now, it's like on the verge. But we did it already this morning. We went back up and down. They're just going after the leverage traders today with low volume, in my humble opinion. Just be careful. Trade is down. Wow, $30 though. One of my bigger losses. So it is what it is. But it's not a loss until you take the loss. So we'll see. We will see what happens. We out here every day learning Punta Gorda, my man. I love Punta Gorda. Good time. My dad's friend built a bunch of houses there. So grow. Bitcoin valued at 300 million moved by the U.S. government. Amen. When you join the 99 Lifers Trading Group for $99, you then receive the Lifer Vision Trading Course for $60. Like yesterday when we put up PolX, right? It looked beautiful. Inside this little flag and then the flag bang for 27% gains and hit the target. Bang. Since then, it's gone somewhat sideways, but that was a beautiful trade to the upside for PolX. And you would have got that in your inbox. Just something that I'm looking at in case, hey, this is something I'm looking at. You might want to check it out. What do you think? Oh, cool. Yada, 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 So, dollar index continuing to dump, which is weird that we're not getting the massive pump for Bitcoin. Just kind of strange. I think there's indecision. We got the CPI data. People still paying more for stuff. We also have the fact that we're still going to get that rate hike, right? You know, so SNDL, and he wants blockchain bets, BCB, a deep dive too. Let's deep dive into that crypto fear and greed index. Let's jump on into the news. Then I'm going to clean up those last super chats. The greed down to 6. How did the greed get to 64? I find that really weird. Usually price action has to get like really crazy to go up there. This looks like a, you know, it doesn't feel the sentiment. The greed's like we're still somewhere neutral in my humble opinion, or a little above. Wow. They got us feeling way too good here. I mean, 64 right now, I feel like that reading's off. But again, it is what it is. They're calling us super greedy now. Pretty weird. At 30K, right? So let's take a look at our baby coin market cap and take a look at what my man is talking about here. BCB, which we put out not too long ago. I never deep dived it. All I did was just, you know, play it. Funny, long Bitcoin, you've been warned. Sugar daddies are going to send it to 32K. Dev is cooking. This is so stupid, man. So let's take a look at it. It's a one-stop for decentralized sports betting and online casinos. After the immense success of YCI, the spirit of truly decentralized betting is passed on to BCB. World Cup INU, the biggest World Cup token on ETH, has now transitioned to BCB, passing the torch to become the biggest DeFi betting hub. BCB reflects the spirit. So it was World Cup INU. I'm already not liking this story at all. It's on MEXC Global and Uniswap. All right. I'm not a fan. I want to make this really clear. I'm just going over this for somebody. Fully diluted market cap would be 11 mil. The market cap, the volume is 284,000. Come on, man. Come on. So if I buy 20K of this, I buy 10% of the volume. Come on. Just want to put radar on your radar. MEXC chart. Thank you, Zach Sanchez, for the 333. More radar super chats. We like that. Just pay to show us what's going down. BCB reflects the true spirit of decentralization, ensures a safe, secure environment for the users, yada, yada, yada. Witnessed massive success and support by legendary sportsmen such as Rolando Suarez, David Alvarez, Pedro. Wish to carry that same approach with BCB, one-of-a-kind betting platform. Does it have a website to go to? Not even yet. It has a Twitter. Welcome to Blockchain Bets, the one-stop decentralized sports betting and online casino. Play your favorite games and win big. Win big playing what you enjoy. Wide range of sports with great odds. Play your passion. Interesting. And it came from WCI. They're going to... The legacy of World Cup INU. Please. Please. Spare me the long-winded story here. I'm not a fan. I'm moving on. It looks like it could get bigger at one point. It looks cool. I like what's going on. To me, the volume is just not what I'm looking for. And yeah, I don't know. I just maybe it's your thing. It's not going to be my thing. I swung traded. It made some gains. I'll give you that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what it was when I swung traded it. I don't think I would hold this long term at all, right? Maybe I'd play on it somewhat, do a couple betting, but I don't know. So I don't know. It depends. We'll see. Pick one. You can never have the others again. What's up with that? All the fries are bad. If you pick one, you can never have the others again. Definitely have to be... I don't know, man. I'm hoping to get rid of fries altogether out of my life. They're like the worst thing. I was reading they're bad for your eyeballs. You know what I mean? Like, they're not even good for your eyes. So... But watch this video to the gentleman to navigate. Watch this video. And then watch these two videos. And then get yourself to the learning library and start posting charts. And that's really like, you know. But that's going to tell you how to navigate. It takes 7 minutes. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot to go over in the group. So jump on in today. I greatly appreciate it. Join the trading group. Realize that it's not easy to do it by yourself. Join a trading group of like-minded people that have a positive mindset that are willing to grind for you every single day. Let your $3 a day grind for you. Let charts get posted to your inbox every day. Let my 2 or 3 Bitcoin updates get posted to you every day. Have options to take other courses and classes and learn from other people around you. All right? And just get ready. All right? So that's the deal. All right? Get excited. Get ready. So if you're willing to go all the way, we're willing to meet you there. You see what I'm saying? That's what I can guarantee in my trading group. No days off. No matter what happens to Bitcoin, we're on it. And we're going to continue to grind no matter what. Nobody's perfect in this world. Nobody's going to hit it every single day. Nobody's going to be, 100% in trading. No one. What we can guarantee is that we will put in every single piece of effort that we have and give you every single thing. We will work so hard for the money that you spend. And it's super serious when you join the trading group with us. So, and with that being said, let's jump on into the news real quick, and we'll be back. We'll be back after the news. No, seriously. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a show called The Crypto Lifer Show. And together we make the show an amazing contribution to the blockchain space. Super excited to do it every single day and to be the host. Thank you to everyone out there on the show. I greatly appreciate it. Layer 2 blockchain start, and what we do is we give you the news in 3 to 5 minutes. 3 of the biggest topics that could sway the markets, or something that's big that's happening, like is Microsoft moving in with Polygon. That didn't happen. I'm just saying things of that nature would be awesome, and that's the type of news that we want to see. So Layer 2 blockchain Starknet's Quantum Leap upgrade goes live for speedier transactions. The upgrade for Starknet, a Layer 2 blockchain or roll-up to the Ethereum blockchain, went live following a community vote that overwhelmingly agreed to deploy it to the mainnet. Starknet, a Layer 2 to the Ethereum blockchain, deployed its Quantum Leap upgrade earlier on Wednesday, designed to increase the number of transactions per second and reduce the confirmation times for the blockchain. Quantum Leap was developed in its Giorli testnet last week, followed by a community vote, which 97.91% of the voters agreed to push forward to mainnet. According to Starkware Team, the company behind the Starknet blockchain, TPS peaked several times at 90, that's transactions per second, in case you're wondering, during testing, though was consistently at 37 transactions per second. Starkware previously had told CoinDesk that TPS following Quantum Leap would reach into the triple digits. Apparently, it didn't happen. 97, almost to 100. Is this a good article or a bad one then? It's interesting. It's good to know that they're continuing to upgrade and mainnets are coming. Roll-ups are going to take over. They're going to be able to do transactions faster and better. Understand this idea and even play the narrative. Even if you don't understand all the nuances, understand the idea and play that narrative. Bitcoin getting slammed to 30,471, just getting pounded out of the ascending triangle. DeepBook brings centralized style orders for decentralized finance on the SUI network. DeepBook Central Limit Order Book will allow traders to view order flow and market depth on SUI. Layer 1 blockchain SUI announced the release of DeepBook, a decentralized central limit order book that supports applications built on the network and allows traders to set a specific price for an asset in the same way as on centralized exchanges. The order book is designed to extend the liquidity of decentralized finance protocols that feature automated market makers whilst enhancing trading functionality on SUI. A central limit order book differs from the mechanism used by decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap or SushiSwap, which offers straight token swaps. Interesting. DeepBook provides the essential financial foundation for every DeFi tool built on SUI. I believe there'll be a time when DeFi will become so fluid, it'll feel just like we use, centralized exchanges now. And I believe we're about 4 to 5 years away from it becoming pretty nice, and then 8 years away from it becoming absolutely fluid. And you'll probably do all the, maybe even closer, but once it's fine-tuned and really becoming, moving at the speed that we want it to. But every day something gets added to DeFi, and this news is showing you that DeFi is not going anywhere at all. Bitcoin holds just below 31K after U.S. inflation improves more than forecast. Economists had forecast sizable year-over-year declines in both headline and core inflation for this report. The U.S. inflation rate, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, slipped to 3% on a year-over basis on June from 4% in May, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Expectations were for a decline to 3.1%. The price of Bitcoin, which has been holding pattern between 30 and 31,000 for much of the past few days, rose mostly to 30,900 in the immediate aftermath of the report, but subsequently gave back that gain, returning to just under 30,800. And you guys already know, we know what's up with the price. The core CPI, which strips out volatile food and energy costs, fell to 4.8% from 5.3% previously against forecast for 5%. The monthly core CPI was 0.2% in June versus 0.4% in May, and forecast for 0.3%. Imagine beating it by 0.1% could change the world. Pretty crazy. And Coinbase doing something pretty interesting. Coinbase deal shows Google it's committed to crypto. How much depends on whom you ask. A tie-up between the crypto tech giants has lauded affirmation for blockchain. In reality, Google is looking for new customers. Going by recent headlines, what company says would assume Google is diving into crypto. A couple of weeks ago, Google and Coinbase put out a joint press release. Google and Cloud and Coinbase launched a new strategic partnership to drive Web3 innovation. And Google and Coinbase, two behemoths getting together. There you have it. And everyone, that is the news. Every single day we bring you the news. Come to my live stream from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. to get even more information, to get charts, even live trades and things that I'm looking at, maybe even some DCAs that I'm finding and some gems that I've looked for as well. So much information. They call me the Crypto Lifer for a reason. You never know. I found Cake at 44 cents. I found Cardano at 2 cents, EGLD at $20. The list goes on. Safe Moon at 9 and more. So you never know what I'm going to find on my next live stream. I'd like to see you there. All right. Feeling good. Let's get that music back up and running. And thank you so much for being there for the news. Let's get back into Bitcoin and let's see what's happening for BTC. $30,005. Bitcoin taking a bit of a tumble to the downside. Let's take a look at my ascending triangle that did not play out. Down 15%, $34. Make sure you don't lose a lot when you do lose, and you'll be okay. You're going to lose trades. That's the key. The key is to win more, to make bigger wins when you do win, and make sure you cover losses. I also won my trade earlier, and I never like to retrade again, and I broke one of the rules, but it is what it is. I wanted to be cool in the live and open up a trade live. That's what it was, And it still might play out pretty nicely. The 15-minute kind of getting crushed here, but holding the zone. We haven't lost this trend line yet, in my humble opinion, so it doesn't look as bad as I thought. So it's a waiting game at this point, but I'm still more bullish than bearish based on the bigger time frames and based on the CPI data, based on the information present to me. I like what I see. And so far, so good. And we can keep that stop loss, preferably, really should be lower than that. Where's my stop loss right now? It is at 30,374. And this is at 30,493. Yeah. Funny, this would be a time to open up the other trade for the bean. I'm already in one, though. It's like I should close this one and open up a new one. Had I opened up a new one and then watched the dump, I could have added and I'd be up now. See, that would have been the move. I get it now. I get it. It's like a lifestyle, this type of trading, though. I like to keep two accounts, though, back and forth. So I'm still watching Bitcoin inside of this trend line. It really hasn't, it's attempted to break it, but to me, it's still kind of in the chop. And if I had to predict, I believe Bitcoin does something like this and goes sideways. And tonight, we see a move. Somewhere by, I'd say 5 to 8 o'clock tonight, somewhere in that pocket of time, we're going to see a big move for Bitcoin. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Let me double check that I went through all the super chats. Let's take a look at Radar and SNDL. All right. SNDL. Sandal on the NASDAQ. So this thing just dumped all the way to the downside. Trying to see, it kind of has a divergence. Is that a candle close or a wick? Slight divergence there, not amazing. Let's take this thing on the weekly. Is it big? So this thing in 2019 was 116 bucks. Came all the way down to $1. Ripped up on a spike to 39. This thing looks like a rug pull. It's like lower than its previous low ever. I don't know, man. That weekly needs to, like this weekly candle needs to close above resistance to remain bullish. You close a weekly candle back above here, then maybe we can talk at above $2. And then it can start an uptrend of some type, but that thing looks ugly to me. I wouldn't touch it till it retests $2. Just in a nutshell, like, you know. I don't like things at the very bottom, man. Not my thing. Radar, USDT on MEXC, DAP Radar. So it gets these spikes, huh? And it looks like it's going to get one of those spikes again. Every time the stocks get low, it gets a spike. Looks like it will follow that pattern, right? On the falling wedge. I just take the measure, move the pole. I mean, it could go higher, but even just the previous resistance. All right, it's interesting. I'll watch it. Daily looks like it get the pump. I mean, it does 1, 2, 3. I wouldn't be surprised if it did get that pump. Daily looks interesting. I don't like how the candles are like, you know, I'd like fuller liquidity on the candles. That's all. That's all. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on in today. Almost 500 people stayed throughout the entire live stream. Unbelievable. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. You're a beautiful soul, a beautiful person. And may God bless each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you so much for everything. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Thank you so much for everything. I love you. Gratitude is my attitude. And I'm going to keep using it every single day. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the trading group if you're around. God bless.